Rare footage of 1945 gay pool party shows World War II gay culture. Geoff Story is a St. Louis native who loves media and history. In 1996, he was at an estate sale where he found 2 canisters of old home movie film. They showed a pool party in 1945 and featured a group of gay men. Footage of gay men from World War II era America is exceptionally rare, and since 2017, Geoff has been working on identifying the men in the film so that he can interview their friends and family and help build a story of what gay life was like in mid-century St. Louis. You can see images of the men from the film and find out more at gayhomemovie.com.
Is this awesome? First off, I was watching that video closely. Ty, I think I caught you in that.
No, Al, I was pretty sure it was like your. I was pretty sure it was like your grandkids.
No, and I'm pretty sure it was you because I saw you tying the flags to the outhouse in where this pool party was going.
That was to lock you in.
I think this is
fabulous.
Such an important story. One of the things that we tried to make as a focus of our LGBTQ Council in Hollywood is telling our own history. Our history was hidden for so long. We actually made an attempt to find out stories of the LGBTQ community in the Hollywood community because, again, a lot of the things that happened were behind closed doors and no one can tell the stories. And finding something like this is like finding gold. You know, it's our own history.
You know, and I've never told you this, Geoff. When I went to the My Hollywood Pride in January, one of the best moments I had in this last year was at the brunch that you threw. And I didn't know exactly what, we don't have time to talk about the detail of it, but how the city of Hollywood responded to the business leaders and the political structure of LGBT that was just wobbling, trying to stand up on its feet. And y'all recognizing those pioneers from those days, I thought was very motivational because at the end of the day, we don't know our stories. And if we don't know our stories, we can't take heart and give us courage that somebody came before us and did the exact same thing, and now we need to improve upon it. That's the reason why that moment of what My Hollywood Pride did was so outstanding, because it reminded me, wait, there is an LGBT story in Hollywood. You just don't know it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
I loved that.
What's great about this film too, and about the website, is they have such clear, good quality pictures of the people in the film. So if you or anyone you know was around St. Louis, America, if you or anyone you know was around St. Louis at this time, take a look and see if you can identify any of them, because it would be great to have those stories to be told.
We promote this video because we think it's awesome. 1945 LGBT. I have Gen Z friends that don't think gay people existed in 1945. We just hatched one time, in 2002 or something. So it's a great story.
Well, one more thing about our history. I just flew into San Francisco and got to see the Harvey Milk display in the airport, and how blown away I was by the amount of history that was there. If you have an opportunity to fly into San Francisco, you don't even need to go into the city. The airport alone was so amazing that, again, only in San Francisco would we have this installation, and I just want to kudos to everyone who did that, because it is just incredible.
Yeah.
When I saw this video, it reminded me, so next year is the National LGBTQ Task Force's 50th anniversary. It's one of the oldest LGBT organizations in the country. And one of our signature events, Winter Party Festival, is going to be celebrating its 30th anniversary. And it reminds me that it is so necessary for us to have a space where we feel like we can be our authentic selves, where we feel safe, where we can experience happiness and joy. That is what this clip meant to me.
Not to, we're going to move on here, but not to get political to your observation, but I love what you just said, because I know our opposition, that's exactly the opposite of what they want. They really, especially white gay men, they don't really care. What they want is just be anonymous, be quiet, don't speak up, don't be in schools, don't talk about trans. That's what they want, which is the exact antithesis of what you just said.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to fight for what you just said.
We can't be silent.
We can't be silent. We cannot. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.